Night coming back at you one more time, like usual, because I don't have a real catchphrase. As usual, got my pal Plastic Hobbies on audio only mode. How's things been, everybody? I got the music on. I made sure there was a test before. There was no echoing. There was nothing. So I needed to get back into this, so I'm going to do this one. Because it's been 10 days since I streamed, and I almost forgot how to fucking do it. Because I'm that pathetic, and I've drank that much in the last 10 days. So, tomorrow, we start our next phase, right? You are chewing. Sorry about that.
The Canoptic Reanimator.
The Canoptic Reanimator, which is crazy pants. It's going to be very difficult, but we're going to do it. Right, which means super smart, good looking, ready to rock. Yes. Going to get back into it. But you know what? I think I got two ideas. I'm either going to extend each one and do 45 minutes, an hour, or whatever of the IC2C. And then I'm going to do some other stuff. Because now I have like 60 troops to do. Because so many birthday presents and gift certificates. I've got a whole new Battle Sister squad, so that's 10. I have a leftover Space Marine squad that I got used, which is another 10. So far we're at 20 already. I got a Retributor squad. I got a Dialogus. I got and a Magifier. I've got Morven Vol. I've got three Paragon war suits. What's that? 40 now, right? Close to 40. Celestian Sacrosanct, which is such a weird name. That's another 5. So I'm creeping up on 50 now. And the entire Tau Start Collecting box set, that's another 23. Plus the Triumph of St. Catherine and the Exorcist. Wow.
Do you have enough sisters to start an army?
Yeah, the box set is like 5. It's like, I think it's a 500 point army. So, yeah. Well, that doesn't mean nearly as much when you say, "Oh, look at you! Look at you with the Mcfarlane Necron! All right, we're gonna be able to fight, baby! Gotta get you! Gotta burn!"
I've been backing at his seams for a while I watch TV and stuff, so this will force me to paint them.
Oh, they're not too great?
Oh no, they're fine. I'm just trying to make them because he's so big that you would see the mistake. So I'm paying more attention to than I would on a...
Gotcha. I understand. So, let's see. Oh, hey! Sis is here. How you doing? Right. First thing I'm gonna do is all this cloth. I'm going to do an extra layer of the tan on here because it needs some help. Then I'm going to do the underside in red. But I'm going to need to do a trick on that one because it's going to be wet. So I'm going to have it float up like this because otherwise it'll go down onto the silver and look stupid. So I'll do that last. So let's... Got my wet palette here, freshly wetted. It's been a long week, man. I screwed up a couple of weeks ago with my timesheet. I totally forgot to put an entire week's time down. And being a big company, they're like, it's your fucking responsibility to tell us what you worked, man. If if you don't write it down, we have to assume you weren't fucking there. We weren't there. We don't know.
Just put in for like 80 hours of overtime for the next 2 weeks.
Not currently authorized. But I didn't lose it because they allow for a correction. But remembering to have to do that correction that's literally the first time I've done that in 21 years at that joint.
Oh, so you're not a frequent.
No, I've gotten close a couple of times. You know, it's been like lunch Friday. I'm like, oh crap, it's due at 3.
I'm never late with my pay, but I'm always late with my productivity because we have two. So I have one I have to fill out every 2 weeks for productivity, and the other I have to fill out for pay. So I always do the pay one, and I do the productivity one when they keep hounding me enough.
What's the critical difference?
Well, see, since now that I've been in a job for 12 years, when I first started working, we track productivity, so like in 10 years we can get new nurses and stuff. Well, I've been there for 12 and we haven't got new nurses, so it's obviously a waste of my time, so that's why I don't do the productivity tracking.
Oh, so they look at the actual labor for those hours?
Yeah, like what I'm supposed to, like every time I do an in-service or they give me mandatory training or I'm off the floor, I'm supposed to log in all those different hours, but it doesn't matter because they don't do anything with them, so...
That's lame.
I always do straight 8s because I've been there for 12 years, so if it really was going to affect it in 10 years, it would have kicked in. So.
Right. Yeah, metrics are the one thing so many people actually, well, I shouldn't say care, because they probably don't care, but it's the one thing anybody pays true attention to in this job. Yeah, 21. I started in October 2000, yep.
Jeez. I haven't started the job I'm going to retire from.
Really? Oh, that's right, because you got a whole different goal now.
Yep. My Smithsonian internship starts on the 21st.
Excellent. What's that entail?
Well, I'll find out on the 21st.
Yeah.
But theoretically, tracking cultural and heritage sites through disasters.
Yeah, okay. What, how is that jibing with the regular job?
Oh, I'll be able to do them concurrently for the most part.
No, I mean,
My only appointment for the is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. I have to do an hour-long thing, and I think I can swing that for the majority of them.
oh, okay. I missed my towels.
And if they let me put myself on camera off, I won't miss any.
Yeah, because you're doing the majority of your appointments through.
Oh no, they're in person, but my schedule varies based on the number of providers there. So. Like on some Tuesdays, like Mondays, I see about 20 people. Tuesdays vary. Like I looked at the next 2 Tuesdays and I got like 7 people that work around. So especially, and it turns out that the first, I'm doing a FEMA shelters class on the time I'm supposed to be doing my first internship meeting. So in my FEMA class, I'm gonna have to pretend to have connectivity issues and cut off my camera.
It's terrible.
Because I don't want to miss my first internship. So.
Is 20 a lot for a given day?
Yeah, because we're a specialty clinic, so.
Oops. No, sorry, Mom, I'm on the phone. I'll get back to you when we're done here. Yeah,
Are
keep.
Necrons like? What's the deal with the Necrons who wear flesh? Did they ever wear flesh, or are they just? Are they like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs?
I don't know if you'd call it flesh. I think the flayed ones have leftover flesh. I haven't really looked into those guys.
They look creepy. I didn't even buy any of those.
No, I hate them myself. They're so. Yeah. Creep me the fuck out, man.
They released some pre-orders for a Primaris Mcfarlane Marine.
Yeah, I saw that. Those things are so ridiculously expensive. Nobody understands why they're so expensive.
They're $20, aren't they?
Maybe it's scalpers then, because some people were talking that they were like 200 plus.
There's the one from Bandai that's that much, but
Oh, I must have. Okay.
the McFarlanes have been about 20, and I actually, when it comes to the Primaris, I actually want the regular one because the AP comes with a grappling hook. I don't want a fucking grappling hook.
Seriously? I am currently streaming at twitch.tv. I am currently streaming on twitch.tv. Come visit Super Macho Jedi Knight. Why isn't this doing anything? Oh, it won't do anything because Zoom has got the mic right now.
Just tune out and tune back in.
It's a pal of mine. He'll understand.
It's funny, I work for .gov, and the Smithsonian Institution, which is part of the State Department, can use Zoom, but I can't.
Even the government version?
Yep, it won't work. Our filter at work calls it a fly trap.
A what? Fly trap? What's a fly trap?
Yeah. I guess like a news site or something that has lots of links and stuff.
I don't remember ever seeing that phrase before, but okay.
That's what they call it. Denied. It comes up with a big red thing. Denied access. Fly trap. And then if you think you need access to the site, contact. And I can't exactly contact human resources, or not human resources, IT, and say, hey, I'm working on an internship during my work hours, and I can't get on Zoom.
Yeah, they wouldn't dig that.
So I get just enough signal that, like the first couple, I'll go into my car so I have peace and quiet, and I can turn on the video. But I get just enough signal to run it without video when it gets colder out.
There you go.
Because this will be going on until like next March. No, next May. It's a 9-month internship.
Oh, okay.
I really need to get an elevator speech for what I'm doing.
Do they have a history of being preferential to interns with hiring?
I have no idea, but most SI, I'm mostly doing it for the experience to say that I have an internship at the Smithsonian, because most Smithsonian positions, even if they're travelers, you're either like traveling to like Indonesia or something, or you're working out of Washington, and I'm not working out of Washington. So for me, it's an experiment. It's an experience thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then maybe I'll go to a local tribe and say, hey, I can help you manage your antiquities through the earthquake or through the flooding gonna invite Dante out to a drink, but then I remembered he doesn't live in Portland anymore.
Oops. Yeah, he's been over closer to Eugene now, right?
Yep. And for those of you tuning in for Warhammer content,
this is what we got. Just look.
Kill Team, Warhammer Plus, Games Workshop sucks.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting an idea. I might want to try a Kill Team box. If it's smaller and more people, I mean, it's not cheap by any stretch. It's still $100+, but I mean, if I can get a game going, but more importantly, if I can get a game going with people I know.
Kill Team games are like shorter, right?
Yeah. They're supposed to be, you know, an hour tops, whereas an actual Warhammer game could literally take all afternoon.
Jiminy.
Well, the one 500-point game that me and Dalton tested at his house, yeah, that was a full hour. That was Tau versus Battle Sisters.
Who won?
Tau.
Epic battles in history. Who won?
Well, I was playing him, so I gave him a Canoness, and I took a Tau Commander. But the Tau Commander sends out like 16 missiles at a time. So,
No way.
ain't nobody was surviving that shit. But I think I'll wait till they do like a Tau box or a Sisters box.
Yeah, because theoretically, quarterly, there's supposed to be more, so...
Because I just do not want to start another army again. That's just crazy pants.
Well, we had talked about me sending you the orcs, except for the main guy.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't want them, so, I mean, I even got a pet at Uncle. Stolen from work.
Wait, in anticipation of that, or did you buy it? I can't remember.
Oh, I bought the kill team because I wanted the Krieg and I wanted the terrain.
Ah, yeah. See, that's the other thing, the terrain.
It was cheaper, yeah, but you can use a book or something.
Yeah, I used all kinds of things for the terrain when I played that once.
and you probably got terrain pieces from your Trooper Johnson's kits.
In a sense.
Facebook, Vader's PA.
That's right. Make sure you look it up. No, not really. Those things really wouldn't work very well. I mean, they look like portions of. Oh, you know. Wait a minute. Now that you got me thinking of this, the things like the damn, what is that thing called? The Naboo power chamber that I used in the time he visited the IT guys. That would work as terrain, yeah.
He visited Roy and Moss?
Well, in a sense, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, I did use the line. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Now, I had a Facebook memory come up about the time I had Vader talking about Jawa prostitutes.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was funny.
And I went back and looked at the page and I laughed my ass off. And I wondered, did I laugh because the joke was actually funny? Or because I had such a good time making it? And
That's what counts.
I didn't really reach a conclusion. But I want to say because it was goddamn hilarious. Because it was.
This is big enough. I wonder if I can sharpen his blade.
Give it a try. Oh, the music. Hey, Gilly. The music is from a pal of mine, Bill's brother-in-law. He created it for me. I commissioned it from him, and he made it for me. He did the music for our podcast too, the Mean Geek theme. You're listening to the Mean Geek. So if you've ever listened to that, you know his work already.
All four of us.
Yeah, right? But I decided, there was going to be periods where I was going to get too focused on painting and there would be nothing to listen to. So I decided I needed some background music.
I got my first 10,000 hit on YouTube.
Nice. Wait, your first what?
10,000 views. Actually, I think it's like 10,500 now.
Get the living fuck out of here. How did you do that? What was it?
Music, man. Billy Idol.
Oh, okay.
It's got like 55 comments too, so it's getting good engagement.
Wow. I've never had anything go above 100. And I can't even say that's true either, because I know I've mentioned it before, but I reposted an episode of the podcast. You can't wear that shirt. Of course I can wear that shirt. What do you think Scotty wore all that time? And don't you dare say I'm no Scotty. I will ban you right now.
Scotty got taken out by a car that was out of gear.
What? No, that was Patton.
No, that was Scotty.
That was James Doohan?
No, Anton Yelchin.
Oh, shit. That's just improper. Also, that was Chekhov.
Oh, he was Chekhov? Never mind. Oh, that's right.
Simon Pegg was Scotty.
Son of the Dead, okay.
It was everything bounced off him. Well,
if it was Kirk driving, he would have taken a woman into the back seat.
yeah.
But Chekhov got squished. May he rest in peace.
I'm starting to think I should have cut this belt off. But I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Ugh, get in there. That's what she said.
Was your guy receptive to judging?
Yes. I gave him the link to the last one. I was in the middle of my work day, so I neglected to think about the scarabs. But he did agree.
The scarab one is I posted.
Oh wait. Did I point him to the right one then? It's possible I sent him to... Because we didn't do the Blade Guard veteran yet. It's possible I sent him to the bikes. I will correct this. Why isn't that going on there? Come on, god damn it.
See, it's not easy being a social media nerd.
That's better. I'm finding a lot of details I didn't think of before now that I'm doing this. Like this belt alone has a lot of gold I'm going to have to do.
Well, that's what I like about this Necron, or this. Even though I don't dig the sisters that much, my sisters artist group, it's got a ton of detail. But the freaking Ultramarines, they just look like they're upsized 3-inch characters. They don't have any. They don't have any additional nooks and crannies or buttons. Or
Yeah,
or seals.
There's so little to them to begin with that making them bigger just made it bigger.
I know, but that was a chance to change it.
They already eat so much crap for anything they change. If I was anybody at GW, I would not change a fucking thing ever. I would just keep making shit and say, oh, this is a new adventure, but nothing is different. And you know what? They would fucking buy it, too. Oh my god, you know what I found? You could eat like a bean, and you're done. Talking about food. I discovered the Roku station Tubi, which is free, but because it has commercials. However,
is that for fleshlight enthusiasts?
That would be no. You're gonna get filthy this early into the stream? No, it's not. Get the fuck out of here with it. No. It's great. Now, okay, thanks. Appreciate that, you weirdo. But I found out that Original Recipe BSG and Buck Rogers is on there. So I started watching Buck Rogers this weekend. And I'm like, holy crap. The kind of stuff they could get away with in 1978. Especially as regards female costumes. It was out of hand. And if I remember right, it just gets worse.
I just read an article, or cheated. Read an article off my ass off. I saw a YouTube video by Retro Toys or whatever, and he was talking about the differences between season 1 and season 2.
Oh, the season 2 was, I mean, neither season was exactly premier sci-fi. But season 1 had a greater sense of adventure and goofiness and fun. Whereas season 2 was just like, how ridiculous can we get with Hawkmen? But, yeah, it was like, how can we get, like, pretentious with, intelligent robots, fucking quoting Isaac Asimov, and I'm still gonna rewatch it because it's fucking fun, but it's so stupid.
Does Jane Fonda get into the Orgasmatron?
No, that's Barbarella.
Oh, my bad.
I'm mildly surprised you even know about Barbarella. Just mildly.
I have the internet.
And you've been in comic shops, so no doubt you've seen that. What the hell is their name? Dynamite Comics has Barbarella comics out now.
Oh, really?
Actually, they've been trying for a couple of years. Dynamite Comics has exactly one gimmick, and that's make as many comics with incredibly sexy women as they can, and publish as many different covers for every single issue as they can. That's their whole bag. And somehow, beyond all belief, they turn enough profit to stay afloat. It's staggering. Now, you know me, I'm no prude by any stretch, but even I don't buy those fucking things. And I grew up with my dad. Alright, so I guess I can start working on the gold now.
I can't find my metal files, but it gives me an excuse to use my glass file.
There are different files for glass?
Oh no, it's made out of glass.
Made it? What? How does it keep the... What's it for?
Sanding.
Well, yeah, but I mean, of what material? I mean...
Plastics. It's not that softer than it. See? I've used it before, there's still residue.
Huh. You know, because I was a machinist and my dad was a mechanic and all that kind of shit, the only files I ever came across were absolutely steel. I've never heard of a glass one. Where the...
Cosmetics.
Huh?
Half my tools come from cosmetics. They're so much cheaper. You put honey.
There it is. Oh yeah, the same.
Games Workshop would sell this for like $22.99.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, on Amazon it's $1.35.
Yep.
And it's actually helping me form the increase the sharpness on the bayonet.
Why isn't this closing right? I don't like the way this thing is closing. Oh, because it's a dried paint getting in the way.
Dried paint boogers.
So I encountered my first eBay asshole while I've been selling all these action figures. He's like, I made an honest mistake and I will own it. Right? I labeled 2 boxes incorrectly, so I sent him something he didn't actually want. But instead of just saying, hey man, you sold me something I didn't want, so you know, I'll send it back and you send me what I did want and we'll call it even. Right? That sounds like a reasonable human being, right? Well, no, apparently it needs 7 messages in the dead of fucking night to get across the idea that that wasn't the stuff he wanted. And why would I do such a thing, and how is it okay that I sent a fucking thing he didn't pay for? And I'm like, slow the fuck down, man. It was a mistake, all right? I sent out 10 other things that fucking day because I need them out of my house because I was so stupid years ago about so many of the fucking things. And he literally said, after I explained it twice, by the way, one of his last messages was, but why you send the wrong one? you send my Boba Fett? Question mark. Yes, I send it. I send. I'm like, you know what? You can't even write English properly. You just go back, use your grammar checker. I'll give you what you want. Just give me half a fucking minute to correct it, alright? I gotta figure out who the hell got the wrong one to begin with so I can get it back from them.
So one guy ordered Boba Fett, and what did the other guy order?
Admiral Thrawn.
Ooh, that would have been a good one. That's the blue guy, right?
Yep.
Did you ever see Rebels?
You know, I got about 6 or 8 episodes in and other things got in the way, and honestly, it did not catch me.
It was a slow burn, man, but by the end, I couldn't wait for a week for it to come.
Well, Bad Batch is doing the same thing to me. It's not... I can't find any true fault with it, but it's just not impressive.
I don't... I caught up on the season for Bad Batch, but I didn't rush to it.
Yeah, that exactly.
And with Rebels, I did.
Well-
Rebels, Mandalorian.
Oh no, Mandalorian is just mind-blowingly good.
Especially Mandalorian. I couldn't wait for that fucker. I would get up early and watch it before work, or I'd stay up late on Thursday night, which is kind of good. The good thing, because stuff will premiere East Coast time, and I watch it before I go to bed.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. But Dalton loved Mandalorian so much that he watched it, right? And then he says, "Come over to my house and watch Mandalorian with me." And then 3 days later, he says to John Cotton, "Come on over and watch Mandalorian with me." And I showed up that night too, so I saw it twice that week. He saw it 3 times that week.
Damn. Well, that's like Kimmy Schmidt. You saw it at home, and then you binge watch every episode with me at my
That's
house.
right.
In your winter jacket.
That's right.
In your winter jacket.
That was
First season was fucking amazing.
that was a pretty great visit. What? $45? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh no, I got it free.
Me too, the Mighty Ducks.
That would be no. Diablo 2.
Oh.
I got it free because I exchanged all my, not all, but a frightening amount of in-game World of Warcraft gold to my Blizzard account and got credit. Took me like 4 or 5 months to get enough gold to turn into Blizzard in exchange for, you know, the equivalent in real cash. But I did it. I got it free. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh crap, when does that come out? That's not this week, is it?
Look.
Diablo 2 comes out this month, but I can't remember what day.
Are you gonna play it at Fragfest?
No, those guys aren't going to want to do that. Oh yeah, I lost 2 more computers.
I saw, man. I'm in the Fragfest group. I just can't play.
Yeah, I plugged one in. I didn't even turn it on. I plugged it in, and the power supply went BAP!
That sucks.
25th. Okay, perfect. It gives me time to figure out when to fit it into my streaming. Oh, in case you didn't notice, in case you know you're in here and you're not following Twitter, I mean, but why wouldn't you? I mean, don't be ridiculous.
Twitter sucks.
Doesn't it though? But it's a way to get things, information out. Friday Scotch and Zombies is no more. Because,
it's Coke and Zombies?
Nope. It's Thursday Whiskey Delta, which is a play on words. Get it?
WD.
Yep.
So you're gonna huff some WD-40?
No, that's not it. Okay, well, you're not even trying. No,
Does it have to do with Daryl and Michonne?
No. It's whiskey because I'm still drinking Scotch. It's Delta because dead. So you got a double thing going on there. You got Walking Dead for WD, and then whiskey for whiskey on its own. Boom, boom. Maybe it's a bit forced. I don't know.
Well, I don't know the nuances for alcohol.
Well, the phrase is technically Scotch whiskey and not just Scotch. So.
Are you stopping it?
What?
Shadow said that the thing stopped for a minute. Was that your
Oh,
view?
did it? I don't know. I don't know why it would. It's probably bad bandwidth.
Did you get rid of that tree that fell over? Speaking of bad bandwidth.
No, I gotta go rent a chainsaw.
Wow.
Because-
Don't have whiskey and chainsaw today.
Oh, you think?
But if you do, stream it.
No, there will be no whiskey chainsaw days. Despite the obvious crossover with the zombies. No, Dalton's father was going to loan me his chainsaws, but he can't get it started, so...
He can loan you the ball and chain.
What? That was just weird. I don't know how you thought that one was going to work.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through. I didn't have a follow-up. I was trying not to cut my fingers off. So did Reb start a new teaching school year?
Yep. He's got a new position, too.
Bill told me about your thing, and he sent me a Zoom link, but I freaking, I forget what I was doing that night.
You were doing some FEMA stuff. You told me.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't worried about it.
Photo processing. I know, but I wanted to hear it.
Oh, do you not?
I like watching the videos and stuff.
Did they not publish it?
Well, the Zoom link? Oh, I don't know.
The roast.
I saw individual videos and segments that you were tagged in,
Ah, okay.
but it looked like fun.
Oh my god, it was the most fun I've had in months.
Because even in the pictures, Dalton was super animated.
He was. Wow. He enjoyed that so much.
Ooh, I wonder if this plastic is hard enough to use my Dremel to sand it. You'll see when we do the video for the Vanguard veteran that
You say Dremel?
well, on my diorama part.
No, the word itself, Dremel. You said Dremel?
Yeah. Dremel?
I have never... Actually, nobody ever says it.
I unfortunately have a shitload of words in my head, like critical infrastructure key resources. I just call it CIKR. One of my instructors calls it kicker, and the other calls it psycher. I'm like, come on, guys, don't embarrass me when I go to an interview.
Yeah.
And then I figured the guy who was region leader for FEMA, I'm gonna go with his pronunciation
That's a good idea.
rather than the guy who's only worked on state projects. You cut down a Christmas tree? Oh, a down tree. I was like,
Oh, just now?
I saw the Christmas
Wow.
tree emoji. I was like, wow, that's really don't push it. It's coming. Next thing you know, you'll be getting pumpkin latte and gingerbread houses. That's a regular tree.
Yeah, it's literally gonna take me all day. You saw that thing. That big willow in the back next to the deck?
Yeah.
And then you must have seen the pictures by now, right?
Good thing it didn't fall on the deck or on the house.
Yes. Although, while it is, naturally going to be very heavy, it fell right down on the picnic table and pinned a bunch of plastic lawn chairs up against the table and into the ground. But it didn't break any of it.
Oh, that's funny.
It did literally no damage to the picnic table. Ah, shit.
It's like when the tree fell on my house, it still had leaves, so it probably fell a lot slower than it would have if it didn't.
Oh, sure. So yeah, I'm going to do a bunch of projects concurrently. But I got to figure out where to start.
That's what I normally do. I'll just have to adjust because I've been like setting up the table for one at a time. I can just go back to what's normal for me. Especially since I'm not streaming my work, I'm only documenting the process.
Yeah.
I can handle that. So we can run the tow with the, or let's do our tanks or something. We could have a vehicle.
That Exorcist is going to take till Christmas. That thing's a monster. It's so complex.
Looks so good though.
Oh, it's beautiful. Boy, that's beautiful. What is that? Violence?
I can't believe you didn't prime it black.
I didn't have any black.
You should have waited.
What, so I can buy even more shit and have it pile up even further?
You would go through black primer quicker than white.
Wait, say,
YouTube tutorials, which YouTube stars do we know that base their shit in white? Because you could do black with a zenithal highlight.
a what?
Zenithal highlight.
What is that?
It's when you spray, you paint the model dark, and then you, from the angle that you want the sun to appear, you hit it with a light color, usually a very light gray or a white. And then when you put your layers on, if you're using too thin layers, you can see the tonal variations underneath. But if you go super thick, you miss the tonal variations and you just wasted primer. But it's worked on a couple of my models, but I tend to want to try to fix shit and put too many on. So I don't see it in the end.
Oh, I see.
I've been sanding this fucking gun since we started. How's your engagement been lately?
With this? Well, this is the first time I've streamed in 10 days. So.
Oh, there's an update to Diablo 2. It's going to be released on the 23rd.
Really?
It's according to the chat box.
Oh, look at that. Excellent.
See, I'm multitasking. I'm doing my own model. I'm being your moderator. I'm putting that on my resume.
I don't really know if I have the skill with a chainsaw for that. I've literally only used it once.
I got a chainsaw story. When I was in urban rescue training a couple of years ago, right, I'm crawling into a hole to start chainsawing obstacles, and they're like, "Come out, Andrew, come out!" I'm like, "Okay." So I unhook everything, I scoot the fuck back out the tunnel. "You didn't put your chaps on." I'm like, I'm lying prone with my arm extended like a space marine wielding a chainsaw forward, and they want me to put chaps around my waist. I'm sorry if it kicks back, but I'm losing my head. I'm like, you want me to wrap it around my neck or what? Regulations, you fucking firefighter. I guess you guys got a better union than me, so I should listen.
Actually, the one time I used a chainsaw, my pal who's a landscapist took me to task about that. You weren't using any fucking mask. Where were your chaps? I'm like, bitch, I ain't in the village, people. I don't have chaps.
The chainsaw artist, the construction worker, the Navy guy. I was thinking about that time you wore your uniform down to Philadelphia to pick me up.
That was a great day.
We were laughing our asses off the whole way home.
It was great.
Being on the parkway.
I was already like 90% too fat to wear that, though.
Dude, the picture of us in the apartment in New Haven, we both look so young.
We were so young, man. We weren't even 25 yet.
Fuck. Well, if you weren't 25, that means I was only like 21.
Oh, wait. No, maybe I was. That was 99. Right? Okay, so I was 28. Yeah, nobody cares about our memories. We get it. Yeah, I guess that should be it. So, oh yeah, back to the engagement that we never finished talking about. So, my average has gotten high enough. My average chatters and viewers. And, you know, my total stream for a given month, hour-wise, and if I could just get to 50 followers, man, I'd be golden. I'd be affiliate.
I know, on YouTube I'm up to like 450 view hours out of 1,000 I need for monetization.
Wow. That's cool.
So if you want to help out, because I only have 25 viewers, Plastic Hobbies on YouTube.
There you go.
It's funny, Billy's gotten in less than a month, he's gotten 10,500 views. My next highest is like a airplane that's been up there for 7 years, and it's only got 7,000.
I don't even have a tenth of that. I got our one episode where we were talking about Dynamite comics and how ridiculous they are. We titled that episode Slave Leia Thoris because we figured if Dynamite ever got the Star Wars franchise, that's how she'd pretty much be treated, just in metal bikinis 100% of the fucking time, rather than actually like being a leader or anything cool like that. Which is what they do to all those other female properties, which is just fucking terrible. But I named it Slave Leia Thoris. And that thing has got, well, it's got to be 150 views by now. But if you look at the average listen time, it's about 30 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Once they realize that they're not going to see pictures of random cosplayers as Slave Leia, they're like, what the fuck, man? You know that's exactly it. I'm 100% certain of it. They're looking for some softcore, and I'm just, yeah, man, that comic company sucks.
How's your mom doing?
Pretty well the last time I spoke to her. Anything changed lately? 3 of my 4 sisters? I'll call her after the stream because she called just as we were starting. Actually, that is a great contrast. Look at this helmet, man. Look how well that's coming out.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Look how cool that is. Look how good that looks.
Imagine how good it would look on a black face.
You're not gonna let that go, are you?
Nope. I'm glad you weren't in the infantry, because with your ability to wait, you would have been, oh, let's take that fucking machine gun nest.
There are days when I have precisely 0 patience, but then there's also days where I'm like, no, I can fucking wait. Alright, that brush is getting a little dried out here. Let's refresh this.
Now, do I drill out my barrel or not?
Good. I don't know, you got a bit big enough?
I could do multiple small ones. I could probably just use an X-Acto.
Well, remember that it's not strictly a barrel, it's an emitter. So,
oh. And I could put like a Star Trek pulse laser, because it looks weird. I'm going to do something if I don't.
yeah, it's an electrical plasma weapon, so it's not...
I'm going to have to put a great Greebly. I'm gonna have to put a Greebly or something on there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because to me, when it's flat like that, I wanna make it whole.
Want to make it what?
I want to make it whole. So tomorrow afternoon we'll start the Canoptic?
Yeah.
Alright. I guess since I don't have 3 days of racing pictures to work on, I can...
That's so bad. You
I can
called?
set up my... Yeah, I called, but it was a white package. It was a Samsung, it was a Samsung portable hard drive box, and it was white, so... And it was so light that if the mages went in there and grabbed all the sheets...
Oh, man.
I know I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I really want a new fucking magnifying thing. This thing does not stay still where I fucking put it, man. Oh, I found in that place in Clinton. You know, I found some interesting army painter colors.
Oh, cool.
Stuff I didn't have, and it was on clearance too.
Whoa.
So you know that's a huge bonus. You know, I'm all about cheap.
Yeah, me too.
So
I got so many hobbies I can't.
I got some oozing purple.
Ooh, that's a cool purple.
And I got some dragon red.
It's not bad.
Which is it's just I'm pretty sure it'll work just fine to replace Mephiston red. So I'm very happy about that. So that's another couple of years worth of paint right there. I swore I got another one, but maybe not. Anyway, so I've been talking. That's another reason I want to get. That's another reason why I want to get the Kill Team stuff, because they do gaming, but they don't have the space for a traditional
Big table.
full standard Warhammer table. But you can put a Kill Team box on any picnic table, so who fucking cares? So
yeah.
the only thing is, I do not have the patience to play with assholes. That's where my patience. That's where you're right about the patience, man.
Really? I took you as a daily masturbator.
I
What are you
don't.
thinking about going?
I don't. I totally missed the connection there. What?
I don't have the patience to play with assholes.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. Holy crap.
Imagine if we had viewers, somebody would take a clip of that and make it funny. I can't believe he took his shirt off on Twitter.
Well, I've done that before. I thought that would get me some engagement at least. I thought at least somebody would be like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you?"
Or, and you didn't get any, like, what are they called? Any bear aficionados?
No, nobody gave a shit. Nobody said even one thing. And I did
I
it
said,
right.
my eyes, and I slammed my laptop closed.
You're charitable, Andrew. Thank you. You fucking asshole.
Well, you said nobody said something.
That's the problem with being obscure, man. You can. Sometimes you can't even get insulted, man.
I can get you doxxed.
No, that's all right.
We're losing our viewers.
Oh no!
How many do we have?
6.
That's not bad.
It was up at 7 at one point. Somebody actually came by.
Hey, I have a green sword in front of my name.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Me neither. It's never been there before. Did I win a prize or something?
Well, that would require me to give you something, so no.
No, but I mean, it's never been there whenever I type in your thing.
I really don't know.
Interesting. I'll have to Google sword.
Maybe it's just, hey, you're a frequent chatter.
Maybe. Hashtag yo shit. See, you should have hashtag bear. Maybe I'll take that picture and repost it for you.
Look, man.
I can give you the Billy Idol hairdo like I did for that one from Korea.
That's quite all right. Don't bother.
Or I can turn it into the Blues Brothers poster like I did with you and Bill.
Now that might be interesting.
BRB.
Who be what? Oh, BRB.
BRB. Be our guest. Be our guest.
You know, years ago, I wrote a parody of the Aladdin Genie song. Called You Ain't Never Had a Tech Like Me. It was fun. No, I don't have it memorized. I do have it written down. It's tucked away on my work computer because that's where I did it 20 years ago. This is really working well. The gold looks really amazing against this silver. A great job tonight. But he's right, I should have primed this properly. Because, man, there is some portions of this thing that just don't want to take some of this paint. I wonder who texted me.
I'm back. Hey, I brought a thermal detonator.
Oh, what do you...
Got two.
Nice. Got Coca-Cola Always priming. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the initial paint took very, very well. So I figured the rest of it would. But it turns out that there's 3 different types of fucking plastic on this thing. And 2 of them take paint just fine.
Always prime.
I wasn't even sure I was going to do this in particular, actually. But I do things spur of the moment sometimes, and they don't necessarily turn out to be the smartest fucking decisions.
I totally went upstairs to get another pair of glasses, and I came down with 2 thermal detonators and forgot glasses.
Foo.
Wait till you see my Blade Guard veteran. I have no clue what I did with the box set decals.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He's a basic bitch.
Tell you, go to eBay, take $7, and get yourself a lifetime supply of decals, like I did.
Yeah, but I had a lifetime supply of decals. I don't know what happened to them.
I got decals for armies I don't even own. And never will, really. Have you noticed, I don't know how deep you've gotten into the fandom, but have you noticed how reviled the fucking Smurfs are? You're like, oh, you paint Ultramarines? How gauche, ugh. That's right, learn as you go, absolutely correct.
It's true, every Raptor I get gets 3 times as many hits as any Ultraman. Or likes.
Which is weird, because Ultramarines sell. Ultramarines play.
Snobs.
Yep, that's all they are, snobs. Every time I see a post like that, whether it's from somebody I know or not, I don't even care if they take it or think about it or, you know, notice it or what, but I walk in there and I just say, don't fucking be elitist. Oh, but they're so common. You got something against common? Are you a fucking nobleman? Is that what you are?
He's my favorite rapper.
I don't even know who you're talking about. Nobleman?
Common?
Oh, see? If it hasn't been on Good Morning America, I have not heard modern music in decades.
It's a shiznit. Common was in a friggin'... He's an actor, too. He was in, the one about trains and one of the John Wicks.
Trains?
Yeah, it was an AMC show about people building trains.
Built? What, like a hobby train? Like hose scale modeling?
Like Hell on Wheels or something?
Oh. No, I didn't see that one. Sometimes those AMC shows don't really look worth the effort.
No,
However.
Hell on Wheels was really good.
Oh, okay. But Into the Badlands was spectacular.
Oh, that one I couldn't get into.
Well, that just shows us a new level of the depths of your fucking taste.
Common was in the latest season of about the Indian girl on Netflix.
What is that?
I forget the name of it.
I have no idea what you're saying to me, man.
No, John McEnroe, he narrates it.
Is better.
Never have I ever.
Trance old school. Still haven't heard it. I understand his subgenre now, but I still haven't heard it.
He was in Smallfoot, and he was in Hunter Killer, Barbershop, Now You See Me, John Wick 3, John Wick 2, Girls Trip, Smoking Aces, The Chai, Street Kings, Megan Levy, Terminator Salvation, American Gangster,
Damn.
Night, Movie 43, Happy Feet 2, The Wiz, Happy Feet 1, Lip Sync Battle, Notorious B.I.G., Entourage, and then, hey, Never Have I Ever isn't on here. Maybe that wasn't common. Oh my god, I'm a racist. Oh my god, please tell me he is. I need Google to save me from racism.
You're fine. Nobody watches this. They don't know.
I know, but I'll feel bad. I'll pull a Dante if he's not really in there.
What does that mean? Pull a Dante. You'll tweet out something that tells us how magical you are.
Shit. Please tell me Common was in it. Season 2? Huh? IMDb, don't fail me.
IMDb never fails.
Oh, it sucks now because you gotta subscribe if you want to actually get any information.
I haven't seen that. I mean, how deep do you want to go? I mean, the only thing I ever look for is, the cast list. Carpenter? I don't know what the Carpenter is either.
Oh, thank God. Common plays Dr. Curtis Jackson in 4 episodes. I'm not a racist. Where was I?
Tacoma, last I knew. Hey-o! Can't believe that. I can't believe you actually laughed at that.
See, if Dante had made a mistake about Common, he would have to go on and post it about how his privilege. How his privileged ass was sorry and his toxic masculine ass.
So you're at the gym. How does that make you fucking toxic?
Because he's posting the muscles and stuff at the gym. Are you kidding? It's toxic masculine not to wear a jacket. I didn't even wear a jacket when I was skinny, let alone now that I'm not.
What do you mean, like in winter?
Yep.
Well, I mean, if you weren't cold, you weren't cold. But that that there are New England assholes who are just like, I can fucking take the cold, man. It's only 33.
No, according to Twitter, not wearing a jacket in the winter is toxic masculinity.
No, it's just fucking stupid. Being stupid and being toxic are not the same goddamn thing.
I love when mainstream media will take something from Twitter with a post that has like a reaction of 7.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Slow news day. And even after the segment airs, you go back, there's only 100 likes.
Right? But so much of the real world just doesn't give a fuck about Twitter.
Yeah, you can like pay for extra tweets and stuff. If you start a subscriber Twitter, I don't know if I could survive. If I could, I'm not on Twitter enough to subscribe to anybody.
I can't imagine anyone would pay for what I have to say.
I don't know when I get done with that bear picture. And OnlyFans, here I come.
Yeah.
Lovable chubster. Hear me talk about Star Wars. I'm like, topless.
Feed me honey.
Your sisters are on here. I apologize.
They know me.
Considering I'm the one who created Vader's PA Facebook page, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lovable chubster Facebook page up there pretty soon.
I'm very happy with the way this is progressing so far. I finally put some effort into it. I've been staring at it for months, going, I don't know what I should do next, man. I don't give a fuck.
Now, since autumn starts next week, you need to get a pumpkin spice something or other, and then shirtless, and then let your sisters hashtag the shit out of it.
All right, now I don't know. What? No, stop that.
I'm your social media manager. Just do what I say.
Yeah. I will regret every second of it, but I'll do it. Shame and me are not very well acquainted.
Sounds like I need to come back to Connecticut.
I don't know, man. Not many crisis management jobs out here. We don't have a whole shitload of fucking crises.
Now, you guys, it's managed in different departments on the East Coast and the West Coast. So, by federal law, you have people that are assigned the same tasks that I would be out here, but I don't know the lingo on the East Coast. Like search and rescue on the other side of the Mississippi is the domain of a fire department, and out here it's a sheriff's department.
Yeah.
Because I'd also fall under like business continuity and planning and preparation. I could go work for the.
Yeah, there was the Hartford flood. There was that.
There was the Meriden flood. There was the Connecticut. There was the earthquake in Washington D.C.
Yeah, so you'd be all over the place. How do you settle down into an office job when there's nothing actively happening? What do you do? Just make more plans?
Yeah,
or you consult?
You're federally mandated. Like even when I started school, like in 2016, even then, everybody was. It's like kind of like the real ID. You're supposed to have it done, but we're going to push it back 10 years. So even when I first started looking up plans for examples, it would basically be cut and paste from the FEMA site. And you're supposed to fill in the blanks with your local, like in my area, I have transportation issues. I have a natural gas plant within 15 miles of my house. I have a single artery. What else? I have a military base. So those are all the risk factors in my, and now you have to plan on what to do. Because we have mild weather, so, but you still have to prepare for urban flooding, transportation issues, power outages.
That's something that you could probably help Eversource with, I hope. People lose their minds, man. I mean, after Isaias, holy crap, there was a lot of people in Connecticut did not have power for a very long time. And they got very mad, naturally. And it didn't really seem like anybody was... I mean, there might have been something behind the scenes, but it really didn't seem like anybody was pushing Eversource to get their act together.
Or they didn't have a good enough public information officer to let everybody know that they were working on it.
Yeah. I can see that as a factor. Alright, I'm going to do this red on the underside of the skirt here, and then I'm going to call it even.
The house I grew up in is half as much as my house out here. Maybe I should move back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird, because the
My
house
house
next
here-
door just sold for 400 plus,
Yeah, because you're on a lake.
and he didn't even put it on the market. He just found somebody who was willing to give him the dough. It's amazing. And he did it fast, too. Nobody in the neighborhood knew what was happening. He wasn't there for a few weeks, and then suddenly, new neighbors. They are. I don't even know how we have gotten away so luckily with so few problems in this neighborhood. We almost never have power problems. I think it's because we're
And you
on...
live in the woods too, man.
Well, not that deeply. Long
You
Hill...
live down a fucking cliff. You live far enough.
Well, Long Hill and 80 are very, very close, and they're major town arteries. But the thing is, I think that maybe we get away so lucky because they've got, like, hardened circuits for the school a couple of 100 yards up the road.
That's a possibility.
I don't really know, but that's a theory that's been floated before around here. I don't even remember the last time we lost power for a significant period. Like, probably Sandy. I mean, or that October snowstorm from 2011. It's been a very long time since we had significant power outages in this neighborhood. Which just means our turn is fucking coming.
2 weeks ready.
Oh, believe me, Chris has got enough stuff in that pantry.
Damn, I should have done it before and after on this gun, because it's actually sharpening up pretty nicely.
Excellent. That reminds me, I got to take all our knives down the pages to have them sharpened. My lackluster skills with a steel and a stone are not cutting it anymore. And I don't know what happened to it, but my favorite knife is bollocks now. Whoop. Should I give her red panties? Wow. Oh, you know, I got some saltwater taffy behind me from when Chris went to Cape Cod this weekend.
Oh, you went to Cape Cod?
She did. I didn't. I didn't go anywhere.
Oh. I was like, good for you.
You know, I'm thinking next year I just might, though. Because that looked like a damn good, fun trip. It was only 3.5, 4 days. You know, you drive up there, so it's not like...
Go hang out with all the gilfs?
Ain't nobody lives there after Labor Day, man. That's why you can go.
No, I mean, you go up with all the gilfs.
Oh, is it...
If you want a sugar mama, you should start taking bus trips.
What, like to the casino?
Yeah, or a casino, or a quilting bee.
Quilting bee.
Holy shnikes, yeah, it is sharp. I am getting it sharp. Nice. I'm proud of myself. Of course, I'll never actually, all I'll do it, of course, I'll sand the whole thing down and then stick it back in the bag and never touch it again.
All right. I think that is a successful stream and a successful paint. So I'm going to let this all dry and there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Whatever happened to that black guy from Clinton? He was... All right.
Subscribe.
Alright. Remember, kids, we're back tomorrow night with our Indomitus box set challenge. What do you think? 6:30? 7? Eastern?
7.
7 Eastern.
4. Yeah, that's good.
You still don't remember the time zone difference? Or is it the math that's screwing with you?
The math.
Right, we're going to be back tomorrow night. We're doing the robot zombie portion of the Indomitus box set challenge. The Necron Canoptic, what's a majigger?
Reanimator?
Canoptic Reanimator, which is just God knows what the fuck that thing is. I think it like resurrects other Necrons since they're just robot zombies with portions of souls in them. So, yeah, it all starts from scratch tomorrow night. Depending on how well it goes, usually I think I just cut them off the sprue, slap them together, and I don't really do much painting the first night. But if that even remotely interests you, then come on by and have a good time, and you know, whatever the fuck. Having a stick.
Even if it doesn't interest you, tune in because we can use the exposure.
Totally, we can totally use it. I mean, turn on, walk away. Don't really care, but no, I totally care. Please engage, for God's sake.
And I'll put you in our prayers.
At any rate, the only thing left to do is